Hi, best friends. I will be honest with you. I am a grump right now. I am so grumpy. Here's the problem. I'm so hot. I'm so hot. I am boiling. I am roasting on an open fire. I am so hot in my flippin' house, and I've had the heat off for 2 days because I was gonna say all day, but it's been for 2 days I've had the heat off because it's been kind of nice the last couple days. It's been like 56, like in the upper 50s. So it's been, you know, nice. Instead of being in the 30s, it's been in the 50s. So I was like, sweet, let's turn off the heat. Let's just like enjoy the natural temperature. I keep my house, like you can see how red my cheeks are. I am so hot. You can't even see like that well because of like the way the lighting is, but oh my God, I'm roasting right now. I am roasterooning. And so I had the heat off for 2 days, and my house, I'm in a townhome, so it's like sandwiched in between 2 other people's houses, and so I get like heat from their houses as well, you know, like it's not just if I were a standalone house with just nothing but wind and air around me, I wouldn't, it's freaking hot in here. It got up to 67 today inside my house, and that might not sound like a lot for some of you. And you know what? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's fine. But 67 today inside my house was brutal. Like, I was literally sitting in the kitchen. I was getting angry. I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking pissed. I was like, I wanted to clean, and I wanted to put the lights on the tree. And I was like, if I put the lights on the tree right now, with how hot I am, I will have a panic attack. So I ripped off my sweatshirt, I put a t-shirt on, and I turned on the air conditioning. I turned on the air conditioning to 61 to cool it down in here, and I came out into my garage, and I'm just trying to cool down. And so my light is dim because I was like, I can't do a ring light right now, and I wanted to like ramble about this, but I was just like, I'm too hot, like I can't even whisper. I am so hot. If you could feel me right now, oh my God. But other than that, I'm fine. Oh my gosh, excuse me, cup. I am just so flippin' hot. Last time I'll say it. Okay, one more time. I'm hot. Okay, so that's just what happens when you're like a hot-blooded person. I don't know. Like, there are some people who are like, oh my God, I'm cold all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I'm hot all the time. So it's just, you just can't win. Oh my gosh. Anyway. I feel better just even like saying all of that out loud and getting it all out there and just being like pissed off. I feel so much better. But how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm going to respond to some comments today because you guys have been leaving a bunch of really sweet comments, and I just want to get back to you. I read them all, but like, I always want to do a more thoughtful response than just being like, thank you. And then I get anxious because I don't know what else to say sometimes. And I like don't want to respond 5 days later, a week later, 2 weeks later to a comment that you wrote. And like, I feel like it's too late, and it just, so sometimes I put off comments because they make me anxious, but I do read them all when they come in, and I appreciate them. So I'm going to respond to some today. And then, yeah, it is my goal. Hopefully inside it's cooling down and I can go in and get some cleaning done, listen to some true crime. I have some interesting news. So on, not tomorrow, but the next day, so Wednesday, my candle jars are being delivered sometime in between 10 and 2 or 10 and 3. I can't exactly remember, but they are delivering them to my, like off of a semi truck. So they cannot deliver them onto my driveway, near my house, near my door. They're going to be delivered onto the street, like curbside. I have to move them CJ will not be home to help me move them. So I am going to have to figure out a way to do that. And thankfully I told his dad of that dilemma, and he was like, oh yeah, just give me a call. I'll come move them with you. And I was like, okay. So I should have some help, but I have to move 600 jars. 600 jars, which is 50 cases of jars. Myself, or thankfully with another person. But the other problem is I have to find a place to put 600 jars. There is no room in my house. Not even a like square foot of room in my house. There's no room. So they have to go in my garage. The problem is I don't have room in my garage. I literally don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's my update, is that I have no update. I have no idea where they're going to go, but we will figure it out. Everything will be perfect. Everything will be Gucci Tucci lemon squeezy, not to worry. I'm also getting really sick of this cough because it's been 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, and I can't laugh. I can only kind of go, and that's all I can do, because if I actually laugh, I start this huge coughing fit. So that just, it doesn't work. So I'm really sick of not being able to laugh, because I'm a laugher. I laugh a lot and I'm really loud. So just to be like, not fun. Not fun for me, not fun for anybody listening to it, but that is what it is. So, oh man, do I have anything else to complain about? I don't think so. I don't think so. Sorry. I know I hate coughing on video. I know nobody likes to listen to it, but that's it. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, there's my laugh again. Oh my gosh. So I have to put the lights on the tree tonight, and then I'm going to decorate it with my daughter. I was going to do it by myself because I was like, I just want to like have a glass of wine and like play some Christmas music and do the thing by myself. Like, I want to have my moment with my tree. And then I remembered that like some of my favorite memories that I have with my mom from when I was a kid were putting up the tree with her. And I was like, I can't take that away from Rose, you know, just because I want to, put it up by myself and have my moment with it. Like, she remembers things now. She remembers that last year my tree was in a different spot in the house. She was like, but Mama, your tree was over here and you moved it. And I was like, yeah, I did. So she remembers last Christmas. She'll remember this Christmas. And I'm going to put on the lights and like the ugly, like lame bulbs. And then we're going to decorate it together and listen to music, make some hot chocolate, you know, do the whole thing. And hopefully it's something that she remembers as fondly as I remember putting up the tree with my mom. I really hope so. I told my mom about that today, and I literally started bawling, and then my mom started crying, and she's like, thank you for telling me that. And I was like, thank you. So yeah, just those little things in life where you look at it and you're like, I can't be selfish anymore. Like, this is about more than just me. And this is about her childhood and her growing up. And I kept telling myself like, oh, I'm going to decorate it. And then in the morning, she's going to walk downstairs and be like, whoa, the whole house is Christmas. Like, look at the tree, and be like so amazed. And then I was like, no, like, she would think that was cool. Yeah, but I think that now at her age, 4.5, she would be like, why didn't I decorate the tree? Like, why didn't you let me help you? And I don't want her to feel that way ever. So yeah, we're going to do that. Tomorrow I have an in-person psychiatrist appointment with my psychiatrist, and it shouldn't be too long of an appointment. Should just be a quick rooney-dooney, like nothing crazy. The only thing is I was supposed to get, so I take 3 doses of methylphenidate a day for my ADHD. 2 of them are 20 milligrams, and then I have a 10 milligram. And for some reason, my 10 milligram one did not go through. Like the prescription was never put in. And so I told him that the pharmacy had told me that like, hey, it's not like he needs to submit the form or whatever. And I was like, okay. So I told him and he was like, oh yeah, I'll see what's up. Like I'll fix it. And he never did. So that's the only thing that we might have to talk about, because I'm wondering if he did that for a specific reason or what. Because yeah, my 220s is definitely not, it's not enough. It's not cutting it. I definitely need that other 10 to get me through like that last part of the day, because I wake up at like 6 or 7 in the morning every day. And so even if I push off taking my methylphenidate until later, like it will still be completely out of my system. Like if I take the 2 doses like 3 hours apart, I take the first dose at 8. If I like push it off, second dose would be at noon. By 2 or 3 p.m., I'm like, I don't have any of my ADHD medication in my system anymore, you know? So it's like, I just need that extra little bit at the end to just get me through the end of the night. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe my dosage isn't high enough. Like, I don't know if it's something that you can get used to, because I feel like it was high enough at first, but now I'm just like, I don't know. I don't feel like I can do as much and focus as much, or like maybe I'm focusing on the wrong things, because like he's told me before, he's like, it helps you focus, but it doesn't tell you what to focus on. So that has to be in your habits and your practice and stuff. So like you have to, maybe it's just a me problem, but I don't know. So we might have a couple things to talk about tomorrow, but otherwise I don't think it should be too long of an appointment. I have to bring Rosie, which is not going to be fun for her, and it's kind of lame for my psychiatrist too, because like it can't be too juicy of an appointment since like I have a 4.5-year-old there, but he's not my therapist. He's just my psychiatrist. So we don't talk about like super deep things very often, you know, unless I really need to. So it should be fine, but that's what's going on tomorrow. Then the next day I have that pallet of jars, but it's 2 pallets, 2 full pallets of candle vessels. And then my first show of the month is on Saturday from 10 to 4. So those are my plans on Saturday. And yeah, I guess that's it. There's not a whole lot going on. But I don't know. Do you ever think like, no, you don't, because you don't make vlogs, but if you did, like, I always wonder, like, uh-oh, did I say something I wasn't supposed to say? Like when my friend was pregnant, or she still is pregnant, but like when I knew that she was pregnant and nobody else did, I was like constantly worried that I like spilled that tea, like without even thinking about it, just said something like, oh, well, she's pregnant, so we can't do that. Like, or I just didn't know. I was like, did I ever say something? And so for like, I got really freaked out, and like, I constantly worry that with like, especially with the holidays coming up and Christmas and everything, I'm just like, did I just happen to randomly say something that I wasn't supposed to say, and it's gonna get me in trouble? I don't know. I hope not. But either way, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm clearly a little stress-a-rood, a little stress-a-roonied, but I'm doing fine. I just got really hot. I don't do well in heat. I really don't. I don't do well in heat. I never have, ever. Like, I've had heat stroke a few times where I've like lost control of my bodily functions and like peed or passed out. Like, it's just not good. So yeah, CJ's always like, oh, I want to move to Florida. And I'm like, you don't understand. It's not just that I don't want to. I will die if I move to Florida. Like, it's not just like a selfish, like, because I want him to live his dreams and be happy. I'm not tied to Minnesota 100%. Like, I'm not like, oh, I need to live in Minnesota. It's my hometown. I need to live here. But like, I'm open to moving, but I'm just like, Florida, Alabama, like, they're too hot. Like, I would pass away. Not to mention, I would be so much more of a humongous raging bitch than I already am. Like, I'm already not great. And add some heat to that, and I'm just like, I'm a different girl. I am not me anymore. Like those commercials where it's like, you're not you when you're hungry. I'm not me when my body temperature is like above 94. Like, like 94 degrees internal. Outside, like 80 degrees or above. I'm just like, F this. Like, it's too much for me. It's just too much. So I don't know. But I know I could get used to anything eventually, but like, I truly cannot imagine anything more miserable. I truly can't. So that leads me to believe I probably should not venture down to Florida to live there. I'm fine visiting. Like, I'll visit. I'll have a summer home there or like a winter home or whatever. Like, that's fine. But for 7 months out of the year, you will not catch me in Florida for longer than a week. I can't do it. I hate the feeling of sweating. I hate it when you're outside and you like are on a golf cart and you stand up and the whole golf cart seat is soaking wet because you've been sweating. Oh my God. I can't. I can't. I hate it. Oh man, you guys, I am so like not in a great mood. Sorry. But here are the nails. I was going for like a festive vibe that's not too Christmassy, but it's just Christmassy enough to where it's like, it kind of looks like wrapping paper or an ornament or something like that, but it's not like straight up Christmas. I pressed these on so that I could reuse them a few times this winter, so they're not glued on again, but they're just fun little green and gold sparkly nails with a little red gem. So, yeah. I do feel better after talking to you guys because I swear I was in my house like just fuming, walking around pissed. So, yeah, thank you for talking to me. Thanks for talking me down, man. Thanks for talking me down, bro. I appreciate you. I hope that you're having just the best start of your week. I have a burp. Oh, perhaps not. But yeah, I hope you're having just the best week. And I wish I could, oh, that's sad, but also really sweet. I was just thinking, and I was about to say out loud, I wish I could be there with you for it. Because I do. I wish that I could be there with you guys. My friend, I talked to her, and I'm going to send her a message right after this video. But I talked to her, and we're hopefully going to see each other this week, which is what we've been saying every week for like literally 8 weeks. It's been forever since we've seen each other, I feel like. Oh, that was really cute, I bet. But yeah, it's been forever since we've seen each other, and I could definitely use a good old date with her. That would be really nice. But yeah, big show this weekend. It's gonna be epic. I hope it's gonna be huge. And I'm hoping to make lots and lots of money. So much money that I'm embarrassed about it. Like, that's how much money I want to make this winter. It's just like so much that I can't even tell anybody because I'm so ashamed of how much money I made. It's probably not going to happen, but I would like to. That's like the goal. And I wish that so much for all of you. I hope that you make so much money that you're like, whoa, like, what do I do with all of this? What can I invest in? Like, I don't know. I have a good feeling about wealth and prosperity for all of us right now. So I'm hoping for that. And I also had to buy, you guys, speaking of money, it never ends. It never, ever ends. Like, there's always something that you have to buy, like business expenses, constantly, always. I can't find 3 of my tables, my folding 6-foot tables, cannot find them. I don't know where they are. I am so confused. I didn't borrow them to anybody. I could not have lost them. They're humongous. Like, I just don't know where they are. I have 2 of them, but there are 2 dates this month where CJ and I are double booking shows, and he's doing one and I'm doing another, where we'll both need 3 tables. And so at the hopes that I'll find at least one of these missing tables, I did have to buy 2 more folding tables. And if you know, those giant folding picnic tables are expensive. And so I had to buy 2 of those today and just hope that the other ones just show up and then I have extras. Like, that's my only hope. And then I had to buy an extra square reader, which thankfully is only like $9, for CJ to use on his phone and me to use on my phone, so we can accept cards at 2 different locations. And then while I was on Amazon, I was like, let me just search some deals of the day and see what I can see for the kids that I adopted for Christmas, because I adopted a family for Christmas, not realizing that I too was about to financially go in the shitter. But I adopted this family of, it's 4 children right now. It'll be 5 children this month, because she's pregnant. She's due soon this month. So I had to start buying Christmas presents for that. And I was really excited to find a couple really good deals, but also on things that I'm hopeful that they'll really like, all the kids will really like. I didn't get anything for the new baby yet. I'm just gonna buy, because the baby's literally gonna be like 3 weeks old at the time of Christmas. Like, there's no, you know, I need to buy gifts for the baby, but the older kids who are, you know, not 3 weeks old are definitely the priority. So I bought 1 gift for each of the 4 kids, all around the same price range, so I can kind of try to keep it even. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope that they'll like everything, and I'm excited to start getting the gifts and wrapping them, and it's just gonna be so good. So lots of good things are coming. I also got, I'll tell you about this later, but I know what I'm gonna get my dad for Christmas, but I'm starting to cool down. My cheeks are a little less red, a little less rosy. So I'm going to, you know what else I did? Oh my God. So my mom was like, oh, I wonder what, my mom was like, oh, I wonder what my first boyfriend is up to these days. Like, how is he doing? And I was thinking about him the other day, and just like, I wish him well and stuff. And I was like, oh, actually, like, he has 2 kids now. And so I was like, let me go. I was like, let me go to his wife's, because I'm blocked, of course, on everything from him. But I happened to find out his wife's name. And so I was like, oh, let me go to her Facebook page and like send my mom, oh my God, this is so embarrassing, just like a picture of them so that she could see like what he's up to these days, because she was just curious. So I was trying to do my mom a solid, and just like she had the curiosity of the little kitty cat, and so I was like, here you go, here's a little treat. And I was just gonna feed the curiosity. I wasn't trying to do anything wrong. But then I went to click on her photos, and I didn't click on her photos, I clicked on her story. Yeah, I did. I clicked on her story, and I was like, oh no, no, oh no. So that was funny. That was really funny of me to do that. I can't believe I did that. But you know what? At this point, honestly, we have not, like, we started dating in 2011, and we dated until 2014. So was it only that long? Oh my God, I felt like we were together forever. Like, we were engaged, the whole 9 yards. We had like Wow, I can't believe we were only together for like 3.5 years. It felt like forever. Oh my gosh. But whatever. That's how long we were together, 3.5 years. But we haven't been together in almost a decade. So I feel like it's just like, anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid as hell. But I just thought that was kind of funny. And my mom was like, oh no, did you do something wrong? And I was like, yeah, but it's okay. And she was like, oh no, that was my fault. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. And I was like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal anyway. Maybe somebody will, but I don't think it is. I was just curious. Or I wasn't curious. I already knew. I already knew the tea, but my mom didn't. So she was just curious. Give her a break. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I love you guys very much. I appreciate you being here. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me, what should you leave me? A Christmas tree emoji in the comments down below. I love you very much. I hope you're doing great. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.